Say never build your house on sand. It'll never last. If your foundation is weak or shifting or movable, anything that's on top of it has the potential to go missing, fall apart, fall to one side, lopsided, crack, break. Thing is, we never think about that analogy when it comes to our identity in our lives. What sand was your identity built on? What were you told as a kid that maybe isn't really who you are? When you're told things like you have a lot of potential, that's actually a negative comment. It's basically saying you're not doing what you could be doing. You're not living up to what your potential is. When somebody says you have a lot of talent, it means that you have the ability to make something of your life, but you're not doing it yet. Somebody says maybe math just isn't your thing. They're basically saying that you're not good enough to do the math that you need to. Or science isn't your thing, or thinking logically isn't your thing, or writing or drawing or sports. Anytime somebody says you have the potential, it's no different than honestly saying you can't do it. So when we think about our childhood, how many times were you told that you have potential and your subconscious registered that correctly? Oh, I could be better than I am. I should be better than I am. I'm not doing what I should with my gifts. I'm not taking advantage of all the opportunities and fortunate situations I have. You can rewrite your identity by going back and thinking and feeling and realizing that you did what you could and you did what you wanted and you did a lot with your life so far. When somebody says, man, you have the potential to manage this company, but you never make it past customer service, you know? Maybe that's all the more you were supposed to do there. Maybe that's all the more you want to do there. Maybe the fact you didn't trade your life and your freedom and your ability to get out there and enjoy your family for the dollars. Maybe in school when you had potential to be an athlete, maybe you just knew it wasn't for you. And maybe now as you get older and your joints work and you don't have broken bones and screws in you, maybe you should realize that you're kind of happy you didn't listen to the football coach and squat to the point where your knees were blown out by the time you were 30. Rewrite your own past. Neville Goddard calls this revision, and he says to do it at the end of a day. Go back and live your day as though the things that you might have felt negative in the situation weren't negative, you know? Maybe that promotion you didn't get is actually a good thing because now you have more time to spend with your family, which is what you really wanted. You know, maybe that conversation where you felt awkward just showed the person that you were with that you were actually really listening to them, that you weren't just, yeah, sure, oh, yeah, whatever, yeah, same here. You know, maybe that made more impact on their life to know somebody was actually listening to them. Rebuild your house, your identity house, who you are. Rebuild it. Put that concrete, solid rock foundation down. You know, you did a lot of amazing things. You lived to this point in your life. You know, maybe you didn't make enough money to buy a Ferrari, but maybe you made a lot of friends by hanging out. Maybe you're a bouncer in a bar and you have all kinds of friends and all kinds of stories. that don't revolve around how the weekly progress meeting went at such and such corporation. Rebuild your identity by rebuilding the foundation. Approve of yourself. Justify yourself. Put that rock solid foundation down, because you do have one.